than to play on my birthday party, but Terri and Lloyd and John and Glenn, I mean, these guys are so good. Anyway, I'm gonna spend a little time with you here, as I always do before we start these concerts, because it's important for everybody to know the Summer in the Park is a product of the San Marcos Performing Arts Association, and we collaborate with the City of San Marcos and Parks and Recreation Department. It's a great collaboration. The Parks and Rec people have been so helpful. They allow us to use this beautiful park and the stage, and they help us out with some PR stuff. But before I say too much more, I want to say that Troop 1954 back there just came and informed me that they have turkey legs for the first time ever. So, if you came out here a little bit hungry, or you came out here and you weren't hungry but you're thinking about being hungry, you might want to go on back there and check out what the Boy Scouts have got. This is their fundraiser and their community service, and tonight they have turkey legs. So how much better can you get than that? Anyway, back to our sponsors now. As you know, and you've heard me say, if you've never been here, then you're going to hear it for the first time. If you come every week, then you're going to hear it for the 10th time this year. And that is that Summer in the Park is funded by our sponsors and with a generous grant from the Arts Commission. Otherwise, all the money that we raise to pay these great musicians and our sound people and our PR stuff that goes into the newspapers, that comes from fundraising from sponsors that you see around on these banners and on these placards. And without the help from these people, we wouldn't be able to do this. This is our 28th year, and hopefully we're going to go for another 28 and beyond. You know, we got Ron and Marie Yeager down here. They're the great couple that started this back in 1986, and as a matter of fact, Price Senior Center is our name sponsor tonight, and that's the business here in town that they represent. And we want to always thank our sponsors, especially our name sponsor for the night, and that is our performance sponsor, and that is Price Senior Center. The thing that I want to point out to all of you who are regular Summer in the Park attendees, and that is, if you see names up here on these banners and on these placards, on the yard signs, even on the fan that you're using, if it's one of our fans, there are names on there, and those are people who have thrown cash in on this deal to help us put these shows together, and we thank them so much. If you have an opportunity in our community, and I might also point out that all of the people who are sponsoring this are community people, and we do that on purpose. This is a community event. We want to do this for the citizens of San Marcos and their friends and families who come from wherever they come from. But I want to make sure that people understand that this is something that these businesses and individuals do because they think it's important for the community. It's something that the community looks forward to. And I know that I really appreciate them because I'm the one that goes and asks them for their money. But as an audience and a participant, as a citizen in San Marcos, have an opportunity to do business, think about these names. If you have a chance, put them on your list and say, if I have a choice, I'm going to do business with somebody that's going to do something nice for me. So Summer in the Park has become an institution in San Marcos. It's something that everybody looks forward to. I look forward to it. That's why I do this. I believe that it's important. It's a great community event. You can bring your family and your friends and your pets, and it's just nothing but fun. I also want to say something about the sponsors this year, because we have never had the participation at Summer in the Park that we have this year. And you can see these tents at the back here, and you can see Stephanie Cano over here with Grande. All of them have come out here to represent the people that they work for, and to be very, very much involved in what this is, because it's a hugely positive thing in the community. Stephanie Cano back here with Grande is taking names, as she has every concert this year, and she's going to give away at the end of this concert 4 tickets for Fiesta Texas. And it's if you have family members coming into town for some reason, or you've not been for a while, go over there and sign a piece of paper. That's all it takes. We'll pull it out at the end of the night. You don't have to be here to win, and that you can take home a pretty nice gift. Believe me, if you've gone to Fiesta Texas and bought a ticket, you know that that's a nice gift. We've also got Byron Eccles back here. It's State Farm Insurance out of Wimberley. They're giving away a gas card. All you got to do is go back there and sign your name up. They're going to pull out a name at the end of the concert next week. You might be a winner. We got James Walker back here. He's put up his own tent this year tonight, and he's actually taking names back there for a $250 cash card that he'll pull the name out next week. And he's also doing a scavenger hunt on his website. He's telling me that the participation is not what he'd hoped, but he's going to give away a bunch of money to charity, and you can also put $350 in your own pocket. So all you got to do is go onto his Facebook page and find out what the rules are, and believe me, your odds are pretty good right now. So I would suggest that if you'd like to have a little money in your pocket and you'd like to see $750 going to charity in the San Marcos area, he's going to do the charity anyway. I mean, he's going to do it because he's committed that to the community. James he's a big time supporter of this event, and I want to make sure that he gets all the shout outs he can. If you've got some real estate business to do, think about James, because that's his business. We got Academy Sports Plus Outdoors has got a tent back here. We've got some folks sitting in there that won the prize. They went into the store, put their name on a piece of paper. They won themselves 4 chairs and an ice chest, and they get to sit in the Academy VIP booth tonight. And we appreciate you going out there and signing up. And welcome to Summer in the Park. Thank you. So I can spend a lot of time with this, and I probably spend too much time for some people, but it's important. Those people that have thrown down their money for this program that is going on, and you're going to hear the music tonight. It's going to knock you out. I'm telling you, it's going to knock you out. It wouldn't happen without these sponsors. It would not. And I want to make sure that those sponsors understand. I get it, and I want our audience to get it too, because it's very important. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Terri, because Terri Hendrix is absolutely one of the nicest people. Okay, Lloyd. She's a hometown honey. That just came from Lloyd. I'm telling you, I didn't make that stuff up. Terri's been one of the hardest working and the most entrepreneurial musicians that you're ever going to know. She works out of San Marcos, Texas. She's proud of San Marcos, Texas. She lives about a block from me. And I am so pleased to have her on this stage whenever we can. She's a wonderful person. She surrounds herself with nothing but pure professionalism. Lloyd Maines, right here, just named to the Austin City Limits Hall of Fame, I might add. Absolutely one of the best and most amazing musicians in all of Texas. And you're going to get to hear all this. Glenn Fukunaga on the bass over here. If you don't know about Glenn Fukunaga, then you don't know musicians and you don't know bass playing. The guy's wonderful. John Silverback on drums. This is a combination of musicians that, as I've said this before about some of our other bands, these are world-class musicians that we're bringing to you, and I want to make sure that everybody is ready for what we're going to hear tonight. So I'm going to get out of the way, and I'm going to give this thing over to who you came to see, and that is the Terri Hendrix Band.